Hello everyone, today we are going to start the story Momotaro the Brave Boy, chapter 1 of English Literature. Can you all see this picture? This picture is of Arjun Singh, who was one of the 25 children to receive the National Bravery Awards given on 26 January, the Republic Day in 2016. So he was amongst the 25 children who got National Bravery Awards on 26 January. So Arjun Singh, at the age of 16, when he was 16 years old, he saved his mother from a tiger. As we all know, tiger is a ferocious animal, and that ferocious animal had entered their house in Uttarakhand. He also received Sanjay Chopra Award for showing great courage. Now, let's read and enjoy the story. So, here it begins. Sometimes we come across a tale or read about happening when a person acted bravely and helped others. So we read different stories. Tale is story here. So where in those happenings when people have acted bravely or they have helped each others. So this type of story teaches us a lot. Fox tales also tells us about many such persons and events. So folk tales are the tales which we have heard from our grandparents and our grandparents have heard from their grandparents. So the stories which is heard from generation to generations are known as folk stories. So folk tales also tells us about many such persons and events. These tales are loved by people of all ages and in all cultures. So these kind of stories are loved by different age group of people and also in different cultures. A folk tale is a popular story that has been passed on in spoken form from one generation to the next. As I told you, let us read a Japanese folk about a brave boy called Momotaro who helped and saved the people of the village. We are going to read the Japanese folk tale. So it starts here. A long time ago, an old man and his wife lived in a village in Japan. So, long time back, an old man and his wife lived in a village in Japan. They had no children and felt lonely. They were alone because they had no one to accompany them. So they felt lonely. Every day the old man went to the mountains to gather firewood. So every day what the old man used to do, the old man used to go to the mountains to collect firewood. So we all know what is firewood, the wood which is used for cooking. Now his wife would do all the household work and wash clothes in a nearby stream. So the wife used to go to the nearby stream and she used to wash her clothes there. One day when the old woman was washing clothes, a huge peach came down the flowing stream. So when that old lady was washing clothes, she saw that a huge peach, a big size peach, was coming in the flowing stream. So it was a big and heavy one. She picked it up with great difficulty and took it home. As it was very heavy, big one, so she picked it up with great difficulty. It was difficult to pick it up. And she took it home. The old woman waited for her husband to return. When he came home, she took a knife and cut the peach into two. So she was waiting for her husband to return. As soon as her husband returned from the work, she cuts the peach into two halves. This peach will be delicious. Now she says, wow, she said, this peach will be delicious. At that moment, out sprang a sweet boy with a loud wail. So when she was cutting the peach, a sweet baby boy jumped out of that peach with a loud wail. So, with a loud sound of cry. So they were shocked but very happy to be blessed with a child. They were surprised to have a baby. They thought that they were blessed with a child. They brought up the child with great love and care. So they gave lots of love to the child, they took care of the child, and they also named the child Momotaro. Momotaro means peach, and Taro is a common name for Japanese boys. So Taro is the name, common name for Japanese boys. Momo means peach. So Momotaro grew up to be strong, powerful, and yet kind. Momotaro grew up to be strong. He was the strongest person in the village when he grew up. And also, he was powerful and kind. He was very helpful to the others. He became the strongest man in the village. He soon came to hear about some cruel and dangerous demons who often troubled the people. So, when he heard about the some cruel and dangerous demons are the supernatural creatures, evil creatures. So, who used to who used to disturb the people of the village. So, when he came to know about them, now let's see what he does for the welfare of the people of the village in the part 2. So, part 2 will be in the next video. So, you'll be watching in the next video part 2.